Black Blizzard is a 2.1 slash 2.0 extreme demon level verified and published by KRMAL on May 21st, 2017, spanning 4 months to verify. This level has been spanned 2 updates in its creation and verification. Like most KRMAL's demons, Black Blizzard features an abundance of difficult timings and segments of extreme difficulty. The level features dark decoration and effects, often obstructing the player's view. Towards the drop, the orbs are straight black. It makes the player oblivious to what function each orb has, which forces them to memorize it. The level begins with a half-speed mini-cube section featuring minimal dark decorations and numerous difficult timings. The gameplay is primarily based around orbs, although a few jumps come into play. Halfway through, there is a famous staircase. If the player mistimes the first jump, it will cause them to die near the top. The end of the segment features a short auto section as the player transitions into the next part. Many of the jumps involved in this section are frame perfect timings, often deemed to be RNG. Next, the player enters a tricky, normal-sized cube section. Like the previous one, this part features numerous buggy orb timings and contains fog and lines flying across the camera. 2 moving crosshairs jump from orb to orb throughout the part. Most orbs that the crosshairs jump to have small sides inside that can kill the player if hit too late. 2 sets of triple spikes are placed at the end of the part. The screen then turns black while showing the level's name, signaling the drop. Despite being the first sections of the level, the first cube parts are considered by some to be the hardest parts. The drop part starts with a triple speed UFO segment with several gravity changes and some spam. It then switches to the ball, which contains many extreme timings. The rocket ship comes next with some straight flying and green orbs to hit. The first half of the drop ends with a cube with even more constant gravity changes and a yellow pad at the end to the transition into the second half of the drop. The next segment is also considered by some to be the hardest part in the level. It features intricate asymmetric dual segments. First, the mini wave / UFO mixed duel at the beginning, then a mini rocket ship / mini ball mixed duel, which is notably the most inconsistent part of the drop. A cube / robot mixed duel comes next, which is not quite as hard as the 2 previous duel segments, but still contains numerous aggravating timings. A cube sequence is presented right before the transition towards the final segment with even more crazy timings. The final segment is at half speed and also requires the player to navigate as the rocket ship and wave. In both forms of size and gravity, through tight and claustrophobic parts with an occasional darkening screen. It goes on for about 20 seconds before the level eventually ends. In the end screen, the random lines spell out KRSZY, referring to the creator's former name, Crazy Man 50. Black Blizzard was placed at number 9 on the Demon list on May 27th, 2017, and Bloodbath and Below World. This addition pushed Matilda the Machine into the Legacy list. Braden Bowl was the first player to beat Black Blizzard on mobile in 78,476 attempts on June 14th, 2020. It also makes him the first to beat Black Blizzard on both PC and mobile. Braden Bowl also created and verified an invisible version of Black Blizzard on December 9th, 2020, titled Blind Blizzard. Black Blizzard was ranked in GD Today's 100 Greatest Levels of All Time list. The phrase Black Blizzard is also a term for a dust storm. Like the level, these storms can drastically reduce vision. A notable event regarding this phenomenon is the Dust Bowl of the 1930s, causing mass panic due to how the dust could get in your lungs, causing dust pneumonia. However, Black Blizzard's theme does not relate to this fact. Black Blizzard inspired 3 extreme demon levels. Kron 44 created a standalone level known as Sunset Sandstorm, taking heavy inspiration from Black Blizzard's gameplay and theming. Nijafu created a level inspired by both Black Blizzard and Sunset Sandstorm, known as Rust. Having the theme of old rusty machinery, the level was nerfed by Care and is currently Nijafu's hardest create level. Not Jed, inspired by Kron 44, also created a level named Snowfall Storm. However, the level shares more similarities to Black Blizzard, notably the background and duel mode. Black Blizzard also inspired a medium demon still in the works called Dimension by LG Gapu. Black Blizzard is Trusta's least favorite extreme demon and Anpesta's favorite serious extreme demon. Black Blizzard was originally going to be in Eric Van Wilderman's 12 Demons of Christmas 2022 community series as Demon number 12. However, before he could not complete it in time, it ended up being replaced by Hyperspace by Laser Blitz.